Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm gonna start this over. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a tattoo tour. I've been hesitant to do one of these because one, I don't know if anybody cares, and two, I have some regrets. So we're going to talk about that. But first I'm going to have a drink of coffee. Second, I'm going to talk, we're in a new location. It's very exciting. And I'm tan. What? I'm not blindingly pale. It's a whole new look for me. I had to buy new makeup. It's a whole thing. I'm loving it. It is out of a spray booth, not a bed. So that's good. I don't really tan in a bed anyways. So it would really just be like me asking for trouble because it doesn't even work. So I think we're going to start from the top and work down. Because while y'all do see a lot of my tattoos, you do not see all of them. So yeah, we're going to start with my eyebrows. I do have my eyebrows tattooed on. I need to get them, let's see if it'll focus. I need to get them redone. Right now they're drawn on as well. My aunt does microblading. She's incredible. When she did mine, she was testing out a new tool. And I, of course, was willing to like let her try that on me. And the tool wasn't the best. She's changed tools again. I need to get in, but it's a process and you kind of look like a crazy person for a little bit. But I will insert a picture here of what, like kind of the before and after and whatnot. I absolutely loved having my eyebrows on because in the summer, like you throw on some chapstick or like some tinted something, and you look great because you have your eyebrows on. And so that's a big thing for me, and I will be getting them redone, but probably not until this fall because you need to avoid the sun when they're fresh. Next is a tattoo that is a cover-up. When I first got it, I was not sober, laying on the floor getting a stick and poke from an old friend of mine. And in the happenings of the stick and poke, we had an accident with the ink and things kind of went awry and we'd never finished it. So it kind of looked like a ballpoint pen for a long time. So I've recently gotten it covered up, and actually when I watch and edit this is when I'm actually going to be able to see it because I've only kind of seen one picture of it. Hopefully you can see it like this. And I had my tattoo guy just freehand cover it up because it was not cute, and hopefully it is cute now. I don't know, it's not going anywhere. Next we will go to right here. This is a tattoo that a lot of people have. It was cute and it was trending in like 2000, I want to say 5-ish. I have mine because I used to have a Chihuahua named Kipton. Actually, Kipton Bojack. All of my dogs have 3 names. And he went everywhere I went. He went to work with me. He went shopping with me. Like, if they wouldn't let him in, I didn't go in. And he would sit just right here. Like, this was his perch. And when I lost him, I got this. And it's not the best quality. But, you know, it's sentimental and I like it, and so yeah. Next we're going to the arm. I'm gonna have to move so that I can do this. So the arm has been a kind of a work in progress and kind of not. It started with this Life Gets Better. The Life Gets Better I got, my mom was diagnosed with MS like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. And I did not handle it well. And I went to a pretty deep depression. I battled depression for a while before I lost my husband. And that was a pretty big trigger for a depressive thing. Sorry. And so I went for a while battling, kind of in digging through the trenches of depression, and I saw one of those like cliche like black and white signs, and it said life gets better. I actually own it. I bought it that day, and I went out and I got this done. It was not cute. It again looked like a ballpoint pen. It was just, it was a guy that should not be tattooing. It just is what it is. But I had that for a long time. I hated it. For a long time I thought about getting like a red like void stamp stamped over it. Or put like a like JK or something that like life doesn't get better. I don't necessarily think that life gets better. I think we learn how to handle it better, and that it has its ups and downs, and that's what helps us to truly appreciate one or the other. So after that, I got this little red bow right here. One of my dear friends moved to Vermont, and so for her leaving party, huge group of us, I'm gonna put a picture up right here, went and got tattoos. All of us got the red string of fate. It's a acknowledgement that like everyone you come in contact with, you're always connected to. It can like tangle and knot and be stretched and whatever, but you're always connected to the people who you've come into contact with. And so we all got them. Some people got them on their fingers. Some people got them on their ribs. I think I am the only one that got on the back of my arm. And so yeah, that's what that one's for. She just moved back home, and I'm really excited. I'm gonna go eat with her soon. But that's the next one in this line. So after that, I got this Little by Little. I knew that I wanted to work on a half sleeve and that I wanted to cap it. And so I couldn't get in to get with my tattoo artist that I wanted to do my arm. And so I just had another guy do this one because I wanted it. And I wanted it now! So little by little, you know, it's just kind of my response to like, how are you doing? Like, how have you been? And you know, it's little by little. You know, you move a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit forward. It's little by little. So there's that. Next, I went in and worked on some of these big pieces, and I did them in 2 sittings, but I'm just going to talk about them all because that's okay. And I'm not done yet. There's a few filler pieces that I'm going to get. Like I want the equality sign in there and stuff. But so let's start. On the back, it says, I still dream for you. My tattoo artist did not like the location. I love the location. I think it's perfect. And yeah. Right here, I have a bull skull. My dad was a bull hauler. And it's kind of like all-American, like, I don't know. How do I say this? It's like American trucker, kind of like American trash tattoo, and I really like that. The 7 is my business brand, or my logo. So there's that. The cactus, let's see if I can. I grew up between Nevada and Texas, and so I'm a desert child. I want nothing to do with snow. My place is where it's warm. And this kind of just pays tribute to that. The rose, with the life gets better. My husband bought me roses all the time. He gave me flowers all the time, but usually it was roses. And for any kind of special holiday or special event or anything, sorry I keep wiggling, I don't think this chair is gonna work. He would buy me roses. And it's not done. It still looks really blank. Sorry if I didn't shave my pits. I do. But it's going to be worked on the next sitting. The wishbone is broken. It's kind of a, you know, like the short end of the stick. Somebody gets, you know, somebody gets the wish and somebody doesn't thing. Why do I keep sitting down, y'all? No. Let's try this. Okay. I'm going to tilt y'all down. fingers crossed. Both, it's two things for me. One is whenever you tell somebody something that's not exactly true and you know, like, you have your fingers crossed behind your back. In whenever I have fibbed about where I am and if I'm okay and yada yada yada. But also in the fingers crossed that hopefully, you know, my dreams will come true and things will happen. And so that's what that one's about. The dice have the number 7 and 7, and then the snake eye. 7 is unlucky in Vegas. It's my number for everything, including my brand. And so I have double 7s and then snake eyes. I'm not much of a gambler, but it makes sense to me. And then I have the Outpost Motel. I get a lot, most of my questions are on this one, like why would you get a motel tattoo? And is it a specific motel? It is not. For the first, I guess 4 years of my life, my mother and I were homeless off and on for a considerable amount of that time, due to circumstances. And we lived in cars, we lived in hotels, we lived from Nevada to Texas, and we struggled a lot. And so, like, that's kind of a reminder of where I've come from, and that I didn't always have all the blessings that I do have now. Also, during my honeymoon, on our way back from our honeymoon, we broke down. Our truck was a new truck, but it did something that it wasn't supposed to do. And we wound up having to drive a boxed FedEx truck all the way home. It was like 8 hours away. And I was pregnant because I got pregnant during our engagement. And we tried to stay in a hotel, this podunk, nasty, nasty, nasty hotel. And like before we went in, the guy went and like sprayed the sheets down with so much Febreze that the bed was soaking wet. Like, it was so nasty. But it was something that was, you know, of us, and kind of a, you know, my start in life was in hotels, and then the start of our marriage was in this like nasty hotel, but kind of proof of love and endurance, and that means a lot to me. So that's why I have that one. I think that's all of these guys. Like I said, I'm gonna get a few more things in here. This is hard to say, and I know that if this ever gets to my dad, he's going to say I told you so. There are days that I regret having an arm of tattoos. I look at women in like swimsuits or sundresses and see like the femininity that they have that that I won't have again. Not that tattoos can't be feminine, because I do. Like today, I love it. I'm very happy with my arm. I love everything that it stands for. I love the look of it. And most days, that's the case. But there are days that I think, what did you do? And that's hard to admit, because everyone tells you not to do it, don't do it, don't do it. And you're like, no, like I know me better. And I don't know. It's hard to admit. For the most part, I love them. I am worried. I have recently kind of jumped into a new dream of mine, and there's a chance that this is going to hinder that coming into fruition. That's hard to admit, but on the flip side, I do love them. They are all sentimental to me, and 9 out of 10 days, I feel like, you know, they're me, and they make me more me, and I'm very happy with them. So on this side is my let's see if it'll focus, dedication to my husband. This was one of the first pieces I got after he passed, and it is the Zia, which is the compass of life. It represents like the 4 cardinal directions, the 4 pillars of humanity, the 4 seasons of the year, the 4 weeks of the month, and another 4 that I can't think of. And then it has our brand inside of it. When we would drive, I would hold him, like if he's driving, I would hold him right here. Like, I can't make that happen. And then also now whenever like I need him, he's right here for me to hold. And I adore this tattoo. It's perfect. That was my son. What are you doing? You playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel my hair.
I see your hair. It's very wet.
And I feel it.
It's very, I don't. It's very sweaty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That?
Mm-hmm. Okay, no. There's cords. Because you gonna go play? Mommy's almost done.
Where?
I don't know. Go play with the goats.
Don't wait on you right here.
You're gonna wait on me right there? Okay.
I don't sit right here.
Okay, you sit right there.
Mama.
What?
I've been tired. Why me been sitting laying down and sitting outside?
Have you?
I've been sitting down outside and walking down outside, sitting outside, and what's sitting outside?
Huh.
That. I know it.
Okay. Okay, we are now moving to the lower half of my body. There's one tattoo that I will not discuss. It was a tattoo that I got when I was 15 in a quadplex with a homemade rig with a man that was taking young girls to Mexico. Not my proudest moment, but it happened. When I was 21, my mom paid to have it covered up. My decision was that of someone who was young. Whatever. I have it. I'm not showing you. But next will be my hiney. Let's see. I don't know how. No. So, on my rear, I have copyright 1990. This was a tattoo that I got. My most painful tattoo, I will mention. Your hiney, it just never has that much friction. You know, it sees your underwear, it sees your sheets, it sees the shower, and that's all the abrasion that it gets. It hurt. I do not advise getting a tattoo on your derriere. I do love it though. My dad calls it my license plate, which I think is really funny. But I got copyright 1990 as an homage to everything that I've been through and that I'm still here. You know, all the depressions, all of the losses, all of the struggles, everything, and I'm still here and I'm still doing it and I'm still in business, is kind of my thought on it, and I love it. Oh, it hurt, but I love it. Next we have, I'm going to put a picture up right here because I don't know how to make that work. On my ankle I have Why Not. I did it with one of my best friends and it was just fun. It was like we decided we wanted to go get a tattoo and why not? And it's kind of a thing that we have bonded over. And it's a lot of fun. And in the right boots, it's so cute. And then lastly, I have to put a picture of this one up too. Here, let's do this. It's cute, huh? Is my anchor. My anchor was my first
Mama,
shop tattoo.
Mommy,
What, baby?
I'm just going to sit in a wrap.
Can you come sit in my lap? Yeah. Oh! I got it when I was 18. My very best friend and potential one of the loves of my life was killed in Afghanistan just before he was supposed to come home. He died July 8th and he was supposed to come home in August. And he was in the Navy. And so that was my first shop tattoo. It is one of my favorites. Forever will be one of my favorites.
Mom.
And
Mom.
yeah, what baby?
Don't
Don't kick on that.
Disney.
Tripod and the camera.
On that.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi. What kind of tattoos do you get?
I'm back.
Spider-Man? Yeah, we like Spider-Man tattoos. Where do you like to put your Spider-Man tattoos?
On my arm.
On your arm?
And on my face.
Yeah, you did have one on your face one time. It was interesting.
And on my back.
On your back?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And on my tummy.
On your tummy? My goodness.
And
So many.
And on my hand. And on my arms.
On your hand and your arms. Those are good places. Can you tell everybody thank you for subscribing?
You do something?
And we love you.
Love you.
Be sure and give us a like. It's
Like.
free and it helps us out so much.
So much.
We love you guys.
You love you guys.
And we will see you soon.
Soon.
Bye guys.